Business forgiveness. Now that's probably a new one on you. Let's take a walk. Business forgiveness is something that I think is really important, and we talk about forgiveness in our lives, but forgiveness in business is pretty important. So you've got teams of people who need to work together. And a lot of the times the steps we take, we all have to climb forward in life. And as we climb forward, we step on someone else. When we see a door open and we take it, we might shut that door on someone else, or someone might be shutting it on us. People are rude, people hurt us, people hurt our feelings. And if we can learn to forgive, we can have a better team. A lot of people work together with the people who've hurt them emotionally. And if you really are passionate about your work, if you really care, then you're making yourself emotionally vulnerable and you can get hurt. So as a coach, lots of people have admitted to me how burned they got and how angry they are at somebody that they have to work with on a regular basis. The thing about forgiveness, and the reason it's so important in life, but in business, hey, that's part of life. When you can't forgive, you're carrying with you a hate. And the thing about hate, it's like taking poison and hoping the other person will die. It's not going to hurt them. You're usually mad because they got something. They're just going to truck forward with what they took from you, and you're the one suffering. And so if you have hate in your veins, you're taking the poison. They're not going to die. So forgiveness helps you set that yourself free of that. And it helps a team function better if you can actually get to forgiveness. Now, honestly, I've had a lot of problems with forgiveness. It's not come natural to me. I tend to just let it burn off, and after a couple of years, I don't care anymore. It's not really forgiveness. It's just getting over it. So forgiveness, if it really works, is an active process where you learn to just forgive. I wish it was easier for me, and I've tried some of the methods that I've read about. One of them, you write a letter of forgiveness, but if you don't really mean it, it doesn't really work. There's a lot of multi-step process, 8 steps to forgiveness, which I think are pretty smart, but I want to call out one idea in particular. Forgiveness doesn't mean it doesn't hurt anymore. Forgiveness doesn't mean you're okay with what someone did to you. What forgiveness is extending mercy to them. It's giving for giving. I'm forgiving means I am forgiving. And what I give is mercy. What I give is understanding. Now, it's so much easier if that understanding goes both ways, but it often doesn't. And I think the reason you want to try to find your path to forgiveness is so you can release the burden on yourself and actually move forward without that poison in your veins. Now, Sage Presence has one simple model for this. It's a one-word solution, although I encourage you to check out the different versions of 8 steps, 9 steps to forgiveness. It's the one-word step, which is appreciation. If you can ask yourself, what do I appreciate about this experience? For example, I was defeated in a former company that I owned, and I was kind of overthrown in a way I'm really not proud of. It actually ultimately ejected me out of that entire career. So for a very long time, I felt like someone had taken something from me. Till I started asking, what can I appreciate here? What can I appreciate about this change in my life that was brought about by someone that I'm angry at? And what I realized, they didn't take anything from me. They took it for me. They took it off my hands. They took a direction that I was fighting for and struggling into, but it wasn't really where my best path was going to be found. And I found a higher path, and they set me free. They didn't take it from me. They took it for me. This is the process. Simply asking yourself, what can I appreciate here? And when you do that, you can open your mind to entirely different possibilities, new contexts, new ways of thinking. It took me a long time to forgive, but when I got there by appreciating, asking myself, what do I appreciate about what I've learned? What do I appreciate about them? Well, for setting me free. So the more you practice asking yourself that question, what can I appreciate here? You're going to find that your spirit, your creativity, your heart, your mind will have an answer for that. And appreciating will change the nature of your feelings so that you can get to a place of forgiveness. So let's remember why in business we want to forgive. First of all, for the organization that has all of these complex people that are running around, moving forward, trying to accomplish their own career arc while serving the company, and they're stepping on each other's toes and shutting doors in people's face and being rude. That effort of accomplishing what your business is about requires people working together. And for you, it is setting yourself free from that poison inside of your veins. Don't hate hoping that they will die, because they won't. They'll just keep on going and you'll continue to take that poison. Free yourself of that and take appreciating as the activity to help you learn to forgive.